Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There we go. Woo! It's bright today. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Katrina, good morning. Bonjour, bonjour. Hamaya. Oh my gosh. Hi. Allison's here. Ilna's here. Good morning. Elaine and Karen. Zahika, good morning. I have my computer turned down and then the sun comes right through. How is everybody today? How are you feeling? How was yesterday for you? Any updates? Any gorgeous celebrations? Any situations where you recognize that you were trusting life, trusting God, trusting the flow, knowing that no matter what was happening, everything was going to be okay? It's so interesting in life how we have these continued opportunities to expand. And I want to start today just to share a little something that happened yesterday. And my intention is that we feel a new relationship with expansion, if that's available to you, if it feels good, if it resonates, and let go of any old programming or paradigm that says specifically things like the feeling inside of when things are going really good, we have to protect ourselves because ultimately the other shoe's going to drop or something bad's going to happen. Many of us, and tell me if this is something you can relate to or you've experienced in the chat. Many of us, I feel, were brought up with that mindset, with that programming to really protect ourselves from things going good. If you've ever read the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, it's a really beautiful book talking about basically that upper limit that we move into when things are going really good, that we start to kind of protect ourselves and hold back. And this is something that Indy really, really helps us with and supports us with. And I know that when I'm going big and I'm going into my next level, I'm going to have those opportunities to see things, as we talk about inside of the course, see things more clearly, even if I can't understand why they're happening or what particularly is unfolding, to see past the initial of what my eyes see. Yeah? So let me take a sip of coffee and tell you what happened yesterday, and then we'll move into the course. I feel like it's valuable, so obviously or I wouldn't do it. There's a chair right here. Anyone want to come sit? Anyone want to come sit with me? I didn't realize there was a chair in the... You know what? We'll leave it. Can you imagine you all like just grabbing up a chair, sitting with me? Look at all these colors, the blues and the yellows. We got boat vibes. Okay, so yesterday, after our call, what happened right after our call? Oh, Dave and I did work. It never feels like that. Never, ever feels like that. The Sensually Authentic membership is so beautiful. If you're in it, you haven't been in it. I'm in love with this membership. Dave did such a gorgeous job also of sourcing the videos from the vault. So we spent quite a bit of time on that. And then we headed over to make sure we could get internet for our boat. And then we went to the boat. And this is the first time we were on the boat without our broker. So we had the dogs, me and Dave. It was such a special moment. Like, the dog's going crazy in there. The plastic is still literally on the sofa, there's a grill. The plastic on the fridge, everything still is plastic, and we didn't remove it. We just left it. And we were walking around and picking out what we're going to need for the boat. Little baskets to put my toiletries, like just things like how do we want it to be? The sheets are going to be delivered, these kind of things. Having a lot of fun together. And I had my Italian class that I thought I was going to get to a little bit earlier with the time frame, but it happened while I was doing the walkthrough kind of thing, Dave and I. So I was like, okay, well, we're just going to do the Italian lesson on the boat. So I'm sitting on the boat doing my Italian lesson in like the bliss of bliss of bliss. And Nico starts calling. And we had talked to him a little bit earlier. He had had his first big business project. They were separated into teams. The school is honestly the most amazing thing I've ever seen. They've been doing all these team building activities. It's really big on presentations and things like right away. So yesterday they were broken up into teams. They had a big project. They had to take a company and look at their sales and look at their revenue and decide where to spend the cash and all of this kind of competition thing. And their team was ahead when Nico called us. So he was in a really great space. It's like, I love this. I miss you guys, but I love this. I'm so happy and great. All of these things and talking numbers. I'm like, look, I'm going to leave Elegant Femme to you because you're a boss. He was having a lot of fun. So I'm on my Italian lesson and Nico starts calling and I'm thinking, that's funny. And I just, deny the call because I had told him I have my lesson. So I'm thinking he would call Dave. I guess Dave was down doing something, didn't hear the phone. So anyway, it's almost done my Italian lesson anyway. I have a couple minutes left. And Dave says, Tara, I need you. Okay, so I get up. Nico fell getting off the tram. And this is what Dave tells me. Nico fell getting off the tram and he thinks his ankle's broken. Okay. My son is 2 hours away. No family. The school is not like a regular university where you're on campus and you've got dorms and you've got the school nurse or whatever happens in a college campus, right? That's what's normal in America. Even, friends near you. So I'm like, okay, God, what do we do? And Dave's like, I already called an Uber. Nico's waiting for the Uber driver. So I get on the phone with Nico, setting intention, trusting. He's very, very upset. Understandably, he's in a ton of pain. He can't walk. He's afraid. He doesn't know what to do. And all he can say is, I just want to go to the gym because he's been trying to get to the gym and do his gym membership. He wants to take care of himself. It's really important. We're like, okay, it's going to be okay. I'll talk to the Uber driver when they get there and we'll have him take you to the hospital, a clinic. We'll make sure it's not broken. We'll figure it out. So the Uber driver shows up and Nico's in tears and I'm on speaker and I can hear Nico talking and saying, I fell. I don't know if it's broken. I can't stand on it. The Uber driver says, let me see it. Sits down with Nico on the curb. It's not broken. Nico's like, how do you know? He's like, I do Uber in my off time. I'm a paramedic. I could cry even saying it again out loud. I'm a paramedic. I'll take you back to your apartment. We'll get you upstairs. We'll get you situated. I'm off at 8 o'clock. If it's still swollen, I'll wrap it. I'll bring you crutches. And if it doesn't get better from there, we'll have somebody take you to the hospital. He said, but I've done this before too. And Nico's like, I'm so embarrassed. It wasn't even something cool. I just fell off the tram. And the guy's like, look, don't even worry. I did this to my ankle walking. Like, you're okay. It's going to be okay. The Uber driver, a paramedic, does Uber on the side. So Nico gets situated. He's in his apartment. And by the time he calls us next, which isn't that long, maybe 20 minutes, he goes, Mom, you're not going to believe this. Look. And he turns the camera around. 4 of his friends, new friends that he's met at school, are in his apartment. One of them's cooking his dinner. The other one has gone to the pharmacy, bought him arnica and ice, has his leg lifted. I see the guy rubbing arnica on his swollen ankle. I don't know the other one. There's 4 guys there. Nico, we got you. So he stayed the night. One of his friends, the Uber driver, came back, wrapped his ankle, gave him crutches. Then they took him to his friend's house. And anyway, what a miracle. What a miracle. And what's so beautiful about these kinds of situations is the power when you're in them to know that it's going to be okay without knowing how at all it's going to be okay. And by continuing to surrender and have these conversations with people you love, not from a lecturing space, I mean from an embodied space. I mean being able to honor the light and the truth and the vision beyond what is currently presenting itself with your energy, with your power, with your confidence, with your inner knowing, to stand and reside in that place when outside circumstances are less than ideal. This is what we say about the indie all the time. You reside in that place of inner knowing even when outside circumstances are less than ideal. So I could feel my indie with me when Nico was, of course, upset. And I'm concerned. My son is, I don't want him in pain. I don't want him by himself. I don't want him afraid, of course. And at the same time, being able to know inside of myself, this is occurring for some beautiful reason that I have no idea what it is. There is already a miracle here. I can trust this. My son's going to be okay. He's having whatever experience he requires to have in order to grow, in order to evolve. There's no need for me to freak out, and there's no need for me to worry. There will be a solution. There's something. And being able to say to Nico on the phone, and he knows this is not, right? This is not the first conversation Nico and I have had. I get on the phone, he's like, Mom, I know it's going to be okay. I know, I'm just afraid, I'm hurting. I need help. I need help. And within, I don't know, the Uber driver got there, I think, within 3 minutes of us being on the phone, because David already called. And within 3 minutes, he realizes this Uber driver is a paramedic and he's got him. He's going to be okay. Such beauty. And again, we all know this. It's not about the thing. It's not about the experience. It's not about the circumstance. It's not even about what happened at all. It's this stunning opportunity we all have to remember that no matter what, we are being taken care of. We do not need to be afraid. We do not. And I'm not, again, trying to sugarcoat the moments when we're experiencing the physicality of pain or the emotionality of pain. I'm not trying to deny that in any way. And yet, even in those times, there's a space that we can lean into there's a space that provides more space, that allows that increased capacity to receive. Often when we're in these moments, we have a tendency to contract. We contract our energy, we contract our love, we move into a state of fear, and we distance, right? If you have taken Live You Fully inside of Elegant Femme, we talk about the sensual circle. We talk about whether the sensual circle is barbed wire, or if it's whole, or if it's frayed. If Nico had had a barbed wire sensual circle because he was afraid when this gentleman from the Uber came up and he was closed, it's not the same ability to receive when our hearts are open and when we ask for help. Help me, I need help. Thank you so much. And what a gift for both of them. I have no idea what the Uber driver's situation is. We know his name. We're going to take care of him. Now we have his information. But I mean, personally or emotionally, I don't know where he was yesterday. I don't know if he was doubting his value in the world, or if being a paramedic was really what he was meant to do. I'm making this up, right? I have no idea. But I wouldn't be surprised. There's some level of exquisite value that Nico and him shared together. So, a little long-winded, I know. I haven't looked at the lesson yet today either, but I'm sure it's going to be connected somehow. So beautiful. So beautiful. Let's have a coffee moment. I'm rather liking this little sunshine. I decided to spray my hair because sometimes I do that. I am going gray when I feel like it, and then sometimes I just use the spray when I feel like it. And it's like a red. It's kind of fun. I love it, right? I love it. The physical, the spiritual, the beauty of it all. All right, gorgeous ladies. Intention is here already. Father, Mother, God, thank you, thank you, thank you for it all. Thank you for all of the moments, the expansion, the contraction, the opportunity to see the expansion inside of the temptation to contract. We ask that this day is filled with expansion, with expression, with the opportunity to lean into love again and again and again, to trust the divine unfolding of our lives and to say yes in the most beautiful, heartfelt, open way. God, lead us, show us, use us. We are here and we say yes. This or something even better for the highest good of all concerned. All right. Yes, surrounded by angels. So gorgeous. And today is lesson 50. 50 lessons together. Oh my gosh. Only 315 more. This is so great. We'll be together till 2030. Let's just let it ride. I love this so much. 11:15. Oh, okay. The Big Leap is an amazing book. It is so good. Such blessings. Your family is truly blessed. We are all truly blessed. And yes, it's true. Surrounded by angels, a true miracle with an uber angel. Beautiful miracles. It's only when I surrender that the miracles come. Karen, I had my own big miracle and a whole new transformation is happening. It only happened when I surrendered, spoke truth softly, and had no fear and trusted all that is divine order. Thank you all so much. I love you all. It's so beautiful to have these kind of opportunities to meet and feel this daily momentum. So, lesson 50. I am sustained by the love of God. Here is the answer to every problem that will confront you today and tomorrow and throughout time. In this world, you believe you are sustained by everything but God. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane symbols, pills, money, protective, clothing, influence, prestige, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness that you endow with magical powers. All these things are your replacements for the love of God. All these things are cherished to ensure a body identification. They are songs of praise to the ego. Do not put your faith in the worthless. It will not sustain you. This is so beautiful. And, well, you know what? I'm going to read. Yeah, I'll read it all, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Only the love of God will protect you in all circumstances. It will lift you out of every trial and raise you high above all the perceived dangers of this world into a climate of perfect peace and safety. It will transport you into a state of mind that nothing can threaten, nothing can disturb, and where nothing can intrude upon the eternal calm of the Son of God, of the child of God. Put not your faith in illusions. They will fail you. Put all your faith in the love of God within you, eternal, changeless, and forever unfailing. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. Through the love of God within you, you can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and ensure confidence. Tell yourself this often today. It is a declaration of release from the belief in idols. It is your acknowledgement of the truth about yourself. For 10 minutes, twice today. 10 minutes twice today. Allow these bookends to serve you. Melt into them. Look forward to them. Enjoy them. Expand in them. Feel that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this. Let the idea for today sink deep into your consciousness. Repeat it. Think about it. Let related thoughts come to help you recognize its truth. and allow peace to flow over you like a blanket of protection and surety. Let no idle and foolish thoughts enter to disturb the holy mind of the Son of God, the child of God. Such is the kingdom of heaven, such is the resting place where God, your Father, has placed you forever. Hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. One thing, first of all, before we go, how is this lesson landing? One thing I would like to continue to talk about as we move through is the difference in that, again, every one of us has our internal teacher. Every one of us has this beautiful connection, opportunity, deepening inside of our expansion in a unique way that all leads to the same truth. And what I find at this current vantage point, as I'm continuing to evolve, is this beautiful discernment around not making any, as the Course would say, body identification as a place of something that's above God, or putting faith in that versus God. And at the same time, allowing myself, I'll speak just personally, allowing myself to care for, to honor what beauty looks like, feels like, the expression of that for me, without becoming overly obsessed with it. And I feel like it's a can be a very thin line and a dance, and perhaps for you as well. I would sense that many women inside of Elegant Femme can relate to what I'm saying, because I think that's why many of you are here. And this beautiful, potent opportunity that I believe for myself is a big part of my spiritual curriculum, to know this truth, that we are not our bodies, that anything inside of the physical does not override the deepest truth, and that we utilize the physical as a source of expression, as a source of, and the Course would say this, communication. There will be more lessons in the future around how the body itself is a means of communication. And the Course also says that that your truth, your calling, as God moves through you, the Holy Spirit will utilize whatever it is you believe to be true to source continued opportunities of expansion for you. So again, just to seed it a little bit here, because I think that one of the things that can come up is this feeling of black and white of, oh, I'm going to follow my inner knowing. I'm going to know that this is the truth, that God sustains me, God's love sustains me. That's where all of my power, value, and that's true. And that's true. And yet then I have witnessed some then go to the extreme of like, well, then nothing in the physical matters, and actually in a way move against, have some againstness in that. So I'm tiptoeing a little bit because it's going to be unique for everyone, but perhaps it might come up for you. So for today, Lesson 50, I am sustained by the love of God. Isn't this so beautiful? I am sustained by the love of God. I love this lesson so much. All right, beauties, with that, let me see you. A spiritual teacher I know uses daughter, son instead of son, which is also nice. Sure, of course, whatever feels good. You know, daughter, son, child of God. Whatever, there's no right or wrong with it. Whatever allows you to feel connected, whatever allows it to feel like an intimate conversation for you, right? It's all so perfect. It's all so good. Okay, how are we feeling? Good? Are we good, ladies? Anything anyone else wants to share in the chat? Thank you so much for being here today. I feel like this is a beautiful call, beautiful lesson. We're going to see a shift tomorrow in a new introduction of the course. So I'm looking forward to that. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here.